Hello, everybody. This is In Unconsciousness by Alice Dunbar-Nelson. There was a big booming in my ears, great heavy iron bells that swung to and fro on either side and sent out deafening reverberations that steeped the senses in a musical melody of sonorous sound to and fro, backward and forward, yet ever receding in a gradually widening circle, monotonous, mournful, weird, suffusing the soul with an unutterable sadness, as images of wailing processions of weeping, empty-armed women and widowed maidens flashed through the mind and settled on the soul with a crushing, overpressing weight of sorrow. Now I lay floating, arms outstretched on illimitable waste of calm, tranquil waters. Far away as eye can reach, there was naught but the pale, white-flecked green waters of this ocean of eternity, and above the tender blue sky arched down in perfect love of its mistress, the ocean. Sky and sea, sea and sky, blue, calm, infinite, perfect sea, heaving its womanly bosom to the passionate kisses of its ardent sun-lover. Away into infinity stretched this perfectibility of love. Into eternity I was drifting, alone, silent, yet burdened still with the remembrance of the sadness of the bells. Far away they tolled out the incessant dirge, growing resignedly sweet now, so intense in its infinite peace that a calm of love beyond all human understanding and above all earthly passions sank deep into my soul, and so permeated my whole being with rest and peace, that my lips smiled and my eyes drooped in access of fulsome joy. Into the illimitable space of infinity we drifted, my soul and I, borne along only by the network of auburn hair that floated about me in the green waters. But now a rude grasp of somewhere is laid upon me, pressing upon my face. Instantly the air grows gloomy, gray, and the ocean rocks menacingly, while the great bells grow harsh and strident as they hint of a dark fate. I clasp my hands appealingly to the heavens. I moan and struggle with the unknown grasp. Then there is peace and the sweet content of the infinite nirvana. Then slowly, softly, the net of auburn hair begins to drag me down below the surface of the sea. Oh, the skies are so sweet, and now that the tender stars are looking upon us, how fair to stay and sway upon the breast of eternity. But the net is inexorable and gently, slowly pulls me down. Now we sink straight, now we whirl in slow, eddying circles, spiral-like, while at each turn those bells ring out clanging now in wild crescendo, then whispering dread secrets of the ocean's depths. Oh, ye mighty bells, tell me from your learned lore of the hopes of mankind. Tell me what fruit he beareth from his strivings and yearnings. Know not ye? Why ring ye now so joyful, so hopeful? Then toll your dismal prophecies of overcast skies. Years have passed, and now centuries, too, are swallowed in the gulf of eternity. Yet the auburn net still whirls me in eddying circles, down, down to the very womb of time, to the innermost recesses of the mighty ocean. And now, peace, perfect, unconditioned, sublime peace, and rest, and silence. For to the great depths of the mighty ocean the solemn bells cannot penetrate, and no sound, not even the beatings of one's own heart, is heard. In the heart of eternity there can be nothing to break the calm of frozen aeons. In the great white hall I lay, silent, unexpectant, calm, and smiled in perfect content at the web of auburn hair which trailed across my couch. No passionate longing for life or love, no doubting question of heaven or hell, no strife for carnal needs, only rest, content, peace, happiness, perfect, whole, complete, sublime. And thus passed ages and ages, aeons and aeons. The great earth there in the dim distance above the ocean has toiled wearily about the sun until its mechanism was failing, and the warm ardor of the lover's eye was becoming pale and cold from age, while the air all about the fast dwindling sphere was heavy and thick with the sorrows and heartaches and woes of the humans upon its face, heavy with the screams and roar of war, with the curses of the deceived, of traitors, with the passionate sighs of unlawful love, with the crushing unrest of blighted hopes. Knowledge and contempt of all these things permeated even the innermost depths of time, as I lay in the halls of rest and smiled at the web floating through my white fingers. But hark, discord begins. There is a vague fear which springs from an unknown source and drifts into the depths of rest. Fear, indefinable, unaccountable, unknowable, shuddering. Pain begins, for the heart springs into life and fills the silence with the terror of its beatings, thick, knifing, frightful in its intense longing. Power of mind over soul, power of calm over feel avail nothing. Suspense and misery, locked arm in arm, pervade aeonic stillness, till all things else become subordinate, unnoticed. Centuries drift away in the giddy old reprobate, earth dying a hideous, ghastly death, but with one solitary human to shudder in unison with its last throes, to bask in the last pale rays of a cold sun, to inhale the last breath of a metallic atmosphere, totters, reels, falls into space, and is no more. Peal out, ye brazen bells, peal out the requiem of the sinner. Roll your mournful tones into the ears of the saddened angels, weeping with wing-covered eyes. Toll the requiem of the sinner, sinking swiftly, sobbingly into the depths of time's ocean. Down, down, until the great groans which arose from the domes and ionic roofs about me told me the sad old earth sought rest in eternity, while the universe shrugged its shoulders over the loss of another star. And now the great invisible fear became apparent, tangible, for all the sins, the woes, the miseries, the dreads, the dismal achings and throbbings, the dreariness and gloom of the lost star came together and, like a huge genie, took form and hideous shape, octopus-like, which slowly approached me, erstwhile happy, and hovered about my couch in fearful menace. O shining web of hair, burst loose your bonds and bid me move. O time, cease not your calculations, but speed me on to deliverance. O silence, vast, immense, infuse into your soul some sound other than the heavy throbbing of this fast disintegrating heart. O pitiless stone arches, let fall your crushing weight upon the Stygian monster. I pray to time, to eternity, to the frozen aeons of the past. Useless. I am seized, forced to open my cold lips, there in agony, supreme, mortal agony of nerve tension and wrenching of vitality. I struggle, scream, and clutching the monster with superhuman strength, fling him aside and rise, bleeding, screaming, but triumphant and keenly mortal in every vein, alive and throbbing with consciousness and pain. No, it was not opium, nor nightmare, but chloroform, a dentist, 3 obstinate molars, a pair of forceps, and a lively set nerve.